Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. So this is one of my catch-all videos that covers things that I buy off of eBay, a place called the Card Swap, and some stuff from an antique mall that I did not film. So things that I don't normally film, that's what this video is for, because I'm not going to film myself shopping on a laptop on eBay. Because that would be silly. Who would want to see that? It would be really boring. So instead, I'm going to show you the things that I got. Well, it's more like the highlights of the things I got, because I do buy more than what is shown here. Usually like cheaper things like base cards I'm missing and stuff like that. And who needs to see that? I don't know. So here's Grimace and Omar saying hi. Beep 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 beep. Put those off to the side there. Oh, boop Nathan's nose. Boop, boop, boop. Although we don't really need good luck because we have these things right in front of us. So we're going to start off with the Card Swap. And they were having a sale at the time that I bought these. They were, let me zoom this out a little bit here. They were, if you bought 3 cards, you got 30% off your entire order. So I bought this 2022 Topps Silver Pack Mojo Refractor of Freddie Freeman that is numbered 2 out of 199. The price after the 30% off was $3.50 for this. We got a Shohei Ohtani 2020 Topps Chrome Prism Refractor. This was $4.20. Bryce Harper from 2023 Topps Finest. This is a purple refractor, numbered 203 out of 250. That one was also $4.20. Mike Trout, this is from 2024 Bowman Chrome. This is the Fuchsia refractor, and this one's numbered 114 out of 299. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. And that one was $4.90. All right, this is something I haven't really ever seen before. This is from 2023 Topps Black and White, and this is a negative parallel of Freddie Freeman. That's numbered 68 out of 99. Okay, that was $4.90. We got Topps Heritage Miners Daryl Hernandez autograph on card. Blue parallel, numbered 31 out of 99, and that one was just $2.10. And I also got the black border parallel, also autograph, and this one was also $2.10, and that one is numbered 30 out of 50. This was sent free. This is a custom card that they make at the Card Swap, and they have a special page that shows their custom cards. This is Mike Trout on a Blaster Master based on an, I can't remember the set design. Was that a scorecard, something like that? But this is pretty cool. It tells you that the image is from Wikimedia Commons. So pretty neat. Always like those. And they sent some extra cards along that I didn't ask for, and I really appreciate them. The gesture, that's very kind of them to do. So let's show you what these are. It's another Daryl Hernandez auto. This time it's the regular base auto. So that was pretty cool to pick up. A mini Bryce Harper. I don't know what year that one's from. I can't really read the text. I guess that's from 2013. So that's pretty cool, based on the 71 design. We got a Topps Finest Prize Performers insert of Mike Trout. Another Mike Trout card from Bowman's Best. And a Bryce Harper on 2016 Donruss, based on the 82 Retro design. So that was very nice. Thank you very much for doing that. I'll put a link to the Card Swap down in the description below, so check it out when you can. They have varying sales, I think, from month to month. The last one that like I said, this one, you bought 3 cards. It was 30% off your order. They've had different values in the past. Let me get my paperwork in order. This is all from Big Valley Antiques in Reedsville, Pennsylvania, off of US Route 322. Picked up this 2021 Stan Musial short print. This was $3. I'm hoping to eventually film this place again. It's been a while since I've done that. Jackson Holiday rookie card from, I think this is Topps Triple Threads. Yeah, Triple Threads. Got that one for $3. Bowman's Best. Elements of Excellence is the name of this insert. And this is O'Neal Cruz with the rookie card logo on it. That was $3. We got one with Bobby Witt Jr. from the same insert set, $3. And was there another one? No, that was it. Bobby Witt Jr. from the regular Bowman's Best set rookie card. I didn't have this one. Picked that one up for $3. We got a Bryson Stott Cracked Ice parallel Bowman's Best rookie card, $3 for that. Bowman Masterpieces insert. I think this is also from... I think this is from Bowman Chrome. Well, it might be from Bowman's Best. Yeah, it's from Bowman's Best. This was $3 with the rookie card logo on it. A Jock Peterson All-Star Game rookie card, $1. That was from 2016, was that? Or 2015? I'm looking for it. 2015 update. I'm sorry. Dellin Betances rookie card for $1. We got a Gene Segura card numbered out of 199 from Museum Collection. That was $1. Chipper Jones relic from Flair. Let me double check that. That's from 2003. That was $4 for that. Zach Galoff. This is from Panini Prism. Sensational Signatures. Blue Prism card not. I'm really messing things up today. Auto, and it's numbered out of 49 on the back, and that one was $5. This was a relic for Josh Bell from Topps Triple Threads. It's numbered out of 36. 18 out of 36, and that was $4. So that's what I got at Big Valley Antiques in Reedsville, Pennsylvania. A place that I usually visit that about once a month or so because my wife has a booth there, and I usually always leave with some cards. This is stuff I bought off of eBay, so we're going to go... boy, I'm really having a hard time talking today. This is autographs. These are on-card autos. I don't know if they're authentic or not, but the price for this group of 4 cards was $15 for all of these. So we got a Greg Luzinski auto, Larry Boa, Bake McBride, and Warren Brewster, which you can't see very well. He must have wrote his signature with ink there instead of the usual blue marker kind of thing that people use. So I thought that was a pretty cool pickup for $15. We got a Rysel Iglesias on-card auto. This is from 2015 Bowman Chrome Prospects. It's also a first Bowman. That cost me about $6. Low-numbered cards. Let me tap that one down a little bit. This is from 2016 Topps. This is a red mini parallel. This is numbered on the back 3 out of 5. And I got that one for $23. We got another, this is 2014 Topps Mini. This is the black parallel of Elvis Andrus, and that's numbered 4 out of 5. And I got that for just over $6. And we got a Kevin Gausman from 2013 Bowman Platinum. This is the Chrome Ice Refractor. It is numbered 4 out of 10. Boy, that's kind of hard to see. Yeah, I can't really get you to see it very well. Picked that one up for just over $6. And there's a dog hair. 2014 Panini Hall of Fame. This is there's a dog hair on there. This is a yellow plate of Rod Crew, and this is a one of one, and I picked this up for $33.89. I think in a previous video I misspoke and said this was 38, but I got this for $33.89. So this is my third one of one in the month of March. I pulled this out of a 2025 Topps Monster Box. There's a hair on that one too. I've got dog hairs all over the place down here. And there's that. And I bought this at an antique mall not that long ago, or my wife got it for me for my birthday. One of one Greg Luzinski from 2024 Leaf. So that's 3 one of ones in 1 month, and I haven't had a one of one the entire time I've returned to the hobby, and we didn't have one of ones back in the 1980s. So I thought this was a really cool pickup. I'm going to put that there because it might possibly be my thumbnail for this video. We'll see. Miscuts. That's our next topic on the agenda. This stack here, I bought all of these for $24. And it consists of, these are all from 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum. And look at that. So they are still making miscuts. When I came across this, I was like, wow, I've got to have this. So I definitely snatched this one up. I don't see Chrome Platinum miscuts selling for $24 for a stack. Usually they're quite pricey because they're not as common, but I'm beginning to wonder about that since I found this stack. Every time you find a big stack of these, you still sort of wonder, well, maybe these aren't as common as or as rare as I think they are. Still, you don't run into them very often for the modern ones, but this is just evidence that this problem is still going on today. I do seem to not find very many miscuts from, let's say, 1995 to about 2015. There aren't very many available for that time period. I'm going to have to, study it further. I might be able to narrow that date range down or maybe widen it a little bit, but we'll see. But I'm seeing a lot more modern ones than I ever expected. And here's what the back of that looks like. So we'll just quickly go through these because they're all basically the same kind of miscut. This is a Royce Lewis rookie card here. Anthony Rendon, Ryan Sandberg, a Spencer Strider rookie card miscut. Jock Peterson, Max Kepler, Harold Baines, Trent Grisham, Brandon Woodruff, Tim Anderson, Kyle Bradish, Lucius Fox, Michael Chavis, Randy Johnson, Jonathan India, Zach Short, Pee Wee Reese, Josiah Gray, Lou Boudreau, Mark McGuire, and Paul O'Neill. So I was amazed when I saw that. I was like, wow, I need to get my hands on that. Here's another modern one that I found. This is from 2015 Topps. This is called the Tape Measure Blast insert, and this is Reggie Jackson. As you can see, there is another card over here, and this card over here does not appear to be from the same insert set. I'm not that familiar with 2015 Topps, so I don't know what exactly this is here. I suspect it's a different insert. Yeah, WW11, whatever something. I should have looked that up before I started filming. But apparently the different insert cards are all on a single sheet, apparently. So that's pretty cool. So that informs me of how they're doing their insert sheets, at least in 2015. Instead of a sheet of just the particular insert, it's like multiple different inserts, I guess, are appearing on these sheets. But I thought that was pretty cool, so a little bit of new knowledge there. This is 1969 Topps. This is Joe Horner. What interested me about this card is it's a miscut this way, and it shows portion of a border text here saying slit B. So it's sort of almost like a 3-card miscut, but not really. It's got border text and a miscut below. I don't think I have one like this in my collection, so that's why I picked this one up. I spent $4 on this. The Reggie Jackson card cost $2. Here's a 1992 Fleer Ultra Ron Karkovice, and this is a 4-card miscut. We got the Karkovice card here, we got the card to the left, the card below, and the card over in this corner. Don't run into very many that show 4 cards, but this one does. So I had to pick that one up, and I believe the back is also the case. This is the Karkovice card, this is the card next to it, the card above, and this corner here, which you don't really see what's on it, is probably the 4th card, but there has to be a card here because of the way the thing is all arranged. So I picked that one up for $2.50. Now this is a new prize in my collection, and it's actually the oldest card that I have now in my collection. This is a 1933 Gaudi Bernie James card. I did pick that up for $40 as the sticker on the top loader shows. But this is showing a portion of the card above it right here. I haven't really come across very many miscuts. I'm not actively searching that much for miscuts from before 1952. But I did, one day decide to do a search for some, and this one popped up. The back seems to be all in order. I guess that's a bit off center, but I'm not really sure because I'm not that familiar with Gaudi cards or cards of this age. But this is my oldest miscut and my oldest card at the same time. So I may keep my eyes peeled for more of these down the road. It would be really cool to get one that's a little more extreme than this one. This is just barely showing the card above it. But yeah, real happy to get that. I don't have very many cards from the 1930s. This is only my second one. I do have maybe 2 from the 40s, but this is an area I'm very weak in and hope to expand my knowledge as time goes on. All right, now we're on to the oddball stuff. These are just weird things that have happened to cards. They're not really miscuts, but they're just something weird happened with them. This is from 2021 Donruss Optic, and this is a Christian Yelich card, and you can see the outline of where this is supposed to line up with his leg here, and you'll see like lines here that are supposed to be down here along here. So something definitely got shifted here. So this ink portion must have got printed off from the rest of the sheet. I don't know when this embossing, or whatever you want to call it, occurs in the card printing process for these. I'm guessing this comes after this, whatever they do to it. So this is pretty cool. Picked this one up for $2.50. We got an Alec Bohm rated rookie. Same thing happened to this card too. As you can see, the impressions are way off from where they should be. Both up and to the left. Picked this one up for about the same price as the other one. And I also had a Trevor Bauer card. I was about to say Trevor Rabin. I'm not sure why. This one is also showing that same issue for 2021 Donruss Optic. And this one I have no idea what I paid for because I think it came in a lot of other cards. And this one I was curious about, so I picked it up, and I think I probably got a real good deal on the lot of cards, and the seller just didn't really take notice of what was going on with this one. All right, 1980 Topps. This is a John Ellis card, and what we have here is a yellow ink bleed that goes across the border here. Yeah, there's a number of 1980 Topps cards that have sort of yellow problems up at the top, and I know there were some cards that were part of one of the sheets, and I don't remember which one, across the top of this sheet. They have lettering up here that is partially red, partially yellow, sometimes going to completely yellow, and sometimes like a very faint yellow or almost not there at all, like a no-name card. Picked this one up for $5. Don't run into these very often. I don't see them very often out there, but when I do see them, and if they're priced at like this kind of price, I try to pick them up. I don't know how rare they are. I suspect they're fairly rare. The ones with like no name, they're expensive. 1974 Topps Frank Duffy, and this has got a big giant blue ink bleed problem on it. As you can see, there's blue ink past the border all over his uniform and his face, down here as well. Pretty extreme example of an ink bleed. Don't come across ink bleeds of this kind of nature very often, and when I do, they tend to be very pricey. I did pay $12 for this one, but that's probably one of the lowest prices I've seen for an ink bleed this bad. I see prices like 3, 4, 5, or even more times that kind of price for an ink bleed that's this bad. This one here is an example of, let me get this out of the top loader because it has both the regular card and a problem card. This is what the 89 All-Star 89 Topps All-Star Wade Boggs is supposed to look like, and this one has a bit of a shift. It gives it a blurry effect. You can sort of see it up here in the star. There's like a double, like an echo of the star above it, and the whole thing comes off as a bit blurry. So this is a printing flaw that they were still having these problems going into 1989. I don't see very many of these in the late 80s like I do with 1970s or 60s cards, but you can see the difference between the two, hopefully. So I picked up both of these cards for $5. I don't run into that very often. I was willing to pay that money because I haven't actually seen one like that. 1972 Topps Ricky Clark. There's nothing peculiar about the front of this. I picked up this card for $5 also, but what's neat about this is the back. I'm going to pull it out of the penny sleeve so you can get a better look at it. But as you can see, all the printing on the back is all blurry. It must have gone... I'm not sure exactly how they printed the backs, but this kind of indicates to me that maybe it goes through the process maybe more than once, and this next time through it wasn't lined up correctly and gave this eerie looking blurry effect. Or, as it was, the only other possibility that I can think of is as the plate was coming down onto the cardboard to print the black on it, the sheet slipped and made this effect. I don't know. I'm not real sure about that. If there's an expert out there in printing flaws, please do speak up in the comments section and let us all know what causes this issue. I'm really curious about that. Don't run into this very often on the backs. I have one other example in my collection like this from, I think, 1979. So I don't know how often that happens. And these two cards were in a very large lot of 1968 Topps cards that I bought not that long ago. They were mostly miscuts. There were 85 cards in the lot, and I got the whole thing for $80. So that's like a little less than $1 a card. And for miscuts and things, I think that's not a bad deal. Usually they're priced a bit higher, but these cards are have some issues going on with them that's a little bit more than just your average miscut. Now this one is a miscut, but as you can see, the yellow ink is out of register with the rest of the card, and it gives this kind of funny blurry image. It's moved to the left. The blue is too. The blue shifted to the left as well, because you can see it goes into the border here, and there's a wider emptiness on this side. So pretty cool looking. This is John Boozer, who's been, looks like he's going through some sort of a Doctor Who time warp. And you can see it down here in the name here on the uniform, how some of it is shifted to the left. So I thought it was a pretty cool one. This one is also from the same lot, and it's a bit more of an extreme of a color shift for Pat Jarvis. Let me look at the Boozer one again. No, that's not too bad, but this is showing a shift down here to the left and multiple different colors, it looks like have shifted, giving this a really whacked out, blurry Doctor Who time warp kind of appearance. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think this is the most extreme one I have, and it's also a miscut too, because you can see the black border over here of the card next to it, the black line that belongs to it. So definitely a cool card. Was really happy to see this. When I was looking through this lot of 85 cards, I saw this one and the John Boozer card, and I was like, wow, I really need to get this. So I splurged and bought the whole thing. And like I said, it had a lot of this is like a sampling of it. There's a Frank Robinson miscut right here. There's quite a few. It's like three team bags of these. So I was real happy to get that. 1968 Topps miscuts are a bit common, I'd say. There are definitely fewer miscuts than there are off-center cards and centered cards, but still, there's a good deal of them still out there to be had, and if you find the right seller that's selling them at a good price, you can get your hands on some miscuts if that's something you're interested in, which is something that really interests me. So I guess that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments or any kind of information you can share about the printing process that causes some of these printing flaws, please do leave them in the comments. I've been meaning to research this a little bit more in depth, and if I ever have the time when I can finally put this all together, I may do a video just on these sort of things, and if I can come across some actual explanations for what's causing them and how they come to be, I think it might make an interesting video down the road. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to leave a beep beep down in the comments section. Beep beep, everybody.